Greetings, 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 greetings. Did I say greetings? Welcome to Tuesday Talks again. I'm so glad you decided to join me tonight. I'm so glad we have this opportunity to connect and share and talk. And I've got a really exciting topic tonight. And I want to start by, as always, thanking those of you who are coming back again. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it and how much I welcome your input, and I want us to connect and collaborate. And anyone who's joining us tonight for the first time, welcome. This is family, this is home, and I want you to settle in and get comfortable because we're going to have an interesting conversation tonight. And finally, subscribe, and follow me on social media because there's a lot happening as the year comes to a close. I have got so much exciting news and events and opportunities. I don't want you to miss any of them. But tonight, I want to start with a question. And I'm sure, as you know, I like to ask questions. And the first question tonight is simply, are you a game changer? Not your mama, not your daddy, not your brother, not your husband, not your cousin. Are you who are listening to me at this moment, are you a game changer? Because that's who I'm talking to tonight. If you're not a game changer, I kind of sort of don't want to talk to you, but if you're not sure, I want you to listen and follow and determine if you are. If you know you're not, but you want to be, this is the right place because tonight is about me talking to the game changers who want to make a difference wherever they are. Now, let me set the record straight. Game changers are not about age. Game changers are not about credentials. Game changers are not about where you find yourself organizationally. Game changers are not about males or females. Game changers are people who have a mindset and a purpose to make something happen. They're not going to sit around and wait. They're not going to hope that someone makes something happen. Game changers are the ones who make things happen now. They identify a situation, they recognize a problem, they recognize a need, and they decide their name is on whatever that need, assignment, problem is, and they tackle it. I wish I had a hard hat on because I thought about looking for a hard hat to wear tonight because game changers are the workers and they're in the trenches or they're in the mines or they're in the construction sites. And sometimes it's dangerous and sometimes it's unpredictable and they've got to be ready for everything that might happen to them as a game changer. And for me, this was the best thing I had to a hard hat was my game hat. So I got my game hat on because I'm a game changer. And maybe next time I'll have a hard hat on because I'm about doing the work. But remember, this is not about credentials. This is not about educational letters behind your name. This is about, are you one of those people who makes things happen now? And if you are, I'm talking to you. Now, what does game changer have to do with the surrender or explode movement? I am so glad you asked me that because it has everything to do with the surrender or explode movement. I am the leader of the surrender or explode movement. I talked to you the first episode about my vision, about my message, about how it all got started. So I'm the leader. I have taken on this assignment from God and I am going to make things happen, but I can't do it alone. I talked to you about my sports analogy. No football team wins a game with only one player. No basketball team, no team of even in individual sports. If you're a part of a bigger team, you can't be successful alone. So I can't do it alone. I need other game changers to join the surrender or explode movement so we can do it together and make things happen. Now, okay, question number 2. What things are we trying to make happen? What is our purpose? What is our focus? Well, if you remember from the first episode, I said very clearly, I don't want our young people to explode rather than surrender and play the game of life God's way. Well, as time goes by, I'm learning very quickly that it's not only the young people, it's not only the youth that are exploding, but some of the adult game changers are exploding likewise, and their exploding impacts the youth and the young adults. So now I'm talking to a dual audience, and I want game changers who are either recovering exploders, I just made that up, recovering exploders who now have surrendered and recognize that they've got to do some things differently. And or I'm talking to the adults who love, teach, coach, live with some adults or youth who are exploding either subtly or very noticeably and very loudly, because we have to be the ones who abruptly, in the moment, make a difference so that the explosions stop. Not that they go underground. See, that's what happens a lot of time. People who are exploding hide. They put on a mask. They go underground, but they're really still exploding, and they need us to help them recognize that they're exploding and then understand what they can do to change the trajectory. So, as the leader of the Surrender or Explode movement, one of my tasks is to train and teach the people who want to be a part of the movement, who want to be adult leaders with me in the movement. And so, one of the things that I want you to consider as you think about whether you are a game changer and how you want to get involved is, what do you need? What do you need to do your job well, to serve well? What do you need from me? What do you need in terms of teaching and training so that you will be equipped to contribute to the movement in a way that makes a difference now, and you get to wear a game changer hat like me and make things happen, make things change now in the direction that we want to see them go. So, I really want you to follow me. I really want you to connect with me. I don't see anybody talking in the chat. I want some chat conversation because I want to know, number one, who are the game changers that you are impacted by? Who are the game changers that you remember from your own life, whether it was a pastor or a teacher or a coach or even a neighbor? Remember, game changers don't have titles. Game changers don't have letters and titles from organizations. Game changers wear their title on the inside of their heart, and they participate in life, in community with our youth and wherever they are to make a difference now. So, number one, I want you to get involved so that you can be very clear about what the message is. The message is not complicated. The message is life is like a video game. And the way that you are successful in video games is the same way you're successful in life. And if you don't level up in video games and learn the lessons that are needed to move up to the leaderboard, you won't make it. And you'll either be captured or you'll explode or you'll fall into a trap, but you won't achieve the success you want to achieve in video games. Life is no different. And the lessons that I want to teach come in what I call levels in the book, sections in the book, and they address four important topics. Game changers, listen to me clearly. The bottom line, the bullets of the book are simple. Number one, who are you? Number two, who is God? Number three, who's your boss? And number four, what are questions that you have that only God should answer? Now, game changers, adults, we talk about these questions often. I know we do. And I don't accuse anyone of not addressing these important questions. But one of the things that I have found is our method, which is the second point of tonight, our method isn't always as effective as it could be. So I bring to the table a different kind of method, a tweaked method that comes out of my parenting experience and out of my experience as a clinician for the years that I've worked with youth and adults. And I promise you, I've learned some invaluable strategies and techniques and hacks that will help you and blow your mind as you watch the youth open up, analyze, evaluate, and make some important decisions based upon sound analysis and problem solving. So part of the method has to do with bringing the adults to the youth for collaborative interactions, intergenerational. Too often, adults go one way and youth go another way. And we don't get to learn and benefit from the interactions together. So part of the method, no, the basic method is simple. Bring these two groups, bring these two bodies, adults and youth, young adults together for a collaborative analysis, discussion, problem solving, and ultimately choice. Because if we go back to the Garden of Eden, God has always given human beings choice. And we can do no less with our youth and our young adults who may be exploding. Similarly, we can do no less with adults who may be exploding, and their explosion is impacting the lives of the youth that they love, live with, teach, coach, pastor, etc. And so at the end of the strategizing, I want us to feel that we have properly equipped the youth to make difficult choices so that they surrender and play the game of life God's way and level up in life and are successful. And when we do that, then we can feel confident that we have answered the clarion call. We've answered the challenge. We've answered the need, the blatant need to snatch, not grab, snatch our youth out of the hands, out of the claws of the culture so that they don't explode subtly, silently, or loud and noisy, because an explosion is an explosion no matter how you cut it. So when you think about, are you a game changer? For definition of the surrender or explode movement, that means you are willing, you desire, you want to answer the call to step up and make an immediate impact in the lives of the young people so that they level up in life and they avoid all the traps and the dangers and the enemies that the culture would offer and throw in their way so that they aren't successful. So now I'm going to ask the question again. Are you, not your mama, not your daddy, not your cousin, are you, under the sound of my voice, a game changer? The answer is yes, the answer is no, or the answer is maybe. And if the answer is yes or maybe, please, please, please connect with me. Please follow me on my website, surrenderexplode.com. Check out my social media platforms. Check out the content on my YouTube channel because there's lots of content here, and look forward to the fall events that I am scheduling and planning so that we, the adults, can get the training, teaching we need to feel confident as game changers to make a difference. So I've got some events coming. You can check out my website and see what the plans are, what's brewing behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, I want the game changers. That's who I'm talking to tonight. And again, if you are a yes or a maybe, absolutely please follow me. If you're a no, I challenge you to ask yourself why. Why are you a no? Why would you not want to be a game changer? And if that's because you may be exploding silently, if you may be exploding behind the scenes, if you may be exploding, what do they say? Up close and personal, then you might want to join and follow us also because you will learn some things that will help you surrender so that you're not exploding and you're not negatively impacting the youth in your lives because they don't deserve that. But at the end of the day, I promise you the reward of working with youth effectively and watching them surrender and level up will blow your mind. So that's all I got tonight. I thank you once again. Subscribe, hit me in the chat, hit me on all my social media outlets, and check out my Surrender or Explode website because there's some good information there. So I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I appreciate you, Bridget, for jumping on the chat and saying absolutely. But I don't want Bridget to jump on alone. I want some others to say yes and join the movement and get involved. And I'll talk to you next week. Thank you, thank you, thank you.